Welcome back to another Salt and Pepper podcast, episode number 2. We're here with our good friend Chris Cox. He
Howdy.
was a gymnast and a pretty good athlete, right?
I'd say really good athlete.
And a great coach on the
Thank you.
TAMU gymnastics team.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Glad to
Yeah.
be here.
So, the first question I want to ask is, how was your ring done?
Yeah. Tell us about that
Oh,
ring dunk, boy.
God. Let me see if I can try and remember it real quick.
Oh, yeah. I like
It
that.
was a
answer.
wild
That's a
night.
good answer.
So I got a minute 28. It was, I think, a lot of fun. I don't remember going home, but I sucked a whole pitcher of beer down with 4 straws, which
Heck yeah.
was the most challenging thing I think I've done in like the past year. But it was fun. It was a wild, wild night. I enjoyed it.
Dang. And yeah, I saw you sucking out of all those straws. They look more than 4. There's
Yeah,
like
look, it looked
1,000.
like 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I got a whole bunch of there were these like 17-inch long margarita straws, which first of all, who's drinking margaritas with a 17-inch long straw? Um,
Don't
and
know.
second, they were more like massive boba straws because
Oh, yeah.
it,
Like
it
the
was like
thick ones.
Thick
yeah,
fat
like a
one.
super, super thick fat straw. So I was like, 4 is enough. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It was.
It wasn't.
You needed all of them.
Chris was
Four
trying
more.
to get under a minute, so it wasn't enough.
If I go
Oh,
back and did
great.
it again, I could do it under a minute, but that's a one and done thing.
Absolutely.
That was the
Did
first
you
and
do
last
it?
time I've ever drank
Was it
Michelob.
all warm or was it cold?
It was like not warm, but like not cold. It was kind of cool-ish.
Lukewarm.
We let it sit out for about an hour with my friends like frantically stirring it to get all the
Oh
carbonation out
my
because
gosh.
we poured it a little too late.
Yeah.
Didn't get all the carbonation out. I had a halfway through drinking all of it. I had a bubble the size of Canada in my stomach. You can just imagine the gas that came out of me.
Oh man.
Dude.
It was
Just
it
coming
was
out of all
intense.
ends.
Well, it was definitely fun though. It's an
Wow, it
experience
looked like a
every
good
A&M student
time.
has to have.
That's good news. Yes, sir.
All right. So next thing is we want to know your background. So we were watching, actually, if you want to pull up that video of Chris's old gymnastics, we're watching this video of you doing gymnastics previously.
We
Let's
want
see.
Okay.
to kind of want to know
Where
how you
was
got
this?
into
And
gymnastics.
how'd you get into gymnastics?
So this video was taken. Oh, where was it? What's that football stadium in Dallas?
AT&T Stadium?
I
Uh,
think it was that. I don't
Cowboys?
remember the competition name, but this was my best floor routine I think I've ever done in my life. This was my senior year, I think. And
Let's. Can you
I
walk us through it? Like if we
Yeah,
played it,
walk
let's
us
see.
through it. You're a coach.
Wait, hit
I
play.
could try. This
Tell me the
was
skills I can't
6
do.
years ago. So I started off with my double Arabian right there, and I'll go give you the little backgrounds on all of my skills that I do after this. My front leg punch 1.5, and then you're about to see my hard skill coming up next after this double pull here with a side pass. Nice little stick there. This right here is my hardest skill. Wait, the press handstand. It
The press
is
handstand.
press handstand. I could not do one for the life of me. It was my
Hey,
least favorite
neither can
thing
I.
ever. And then I did a back 1.5 punch front pike, I believe. Yep,
Oh,
punch
that
front
was
pike
sexy.
there.
Oh my gosh.
I haven't even seen this.
Dude, and you combined all of them.
Yep, and then I finish it off with a back double back.
Dang, dude.
Finish it off with the
5-10
that's
step
like a
there.
Tyler move. That's a
Tyler
Tyler
move.
move to finish with double back.
That was a great
Yeah. I didn't
Oh
have a
my
choice. I
God.
had to finish it off with a double back, or else my coaches would like whip me essentially.
Really?
Um, they were
Oh my
really
God.
adamant on me doing that no matter what, no matter how many times I landed on my face. You know why I had that ankle wrap on? Because I under rotated
Why?
that double back so many times.
Really?
Yeah.
Alex just did that.
Yeah, Alex did just do that.
Did
He
you see
didn't
that?
under
Yeah.
rotate it. He just did a 1.5 landing on his head.
Oh.
Like
Oh my.
that wasn't an under rotation, more of just a new skill.
Yeah, the 1.5. It was
One
more
and
of
a
a
half.
diving
That's
skill.
what he was going.
It was a
Yeah,
diving skill.
it was a diving. He saw blue on the floor and he
Yeah,
was
he's
thinking
like,
it was
oh,
water.
that's
Oh,
water.
water.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta dive. Yeah. But yeah, that was like the best floor routine I think I ever competed.
How'd
Um,
you get to that point? Like, what brought you into gymnastics?
Mainly my parents forcing me into it when I was a little kid, and then it just
Yeah.
sticking.
And it
I had that choice, or the other choices I had were, what did I do? Baseball, soccer,
Ooh.
and I think karate. And karate, I quit a month in because I couldn't get past white belt. Baseball, all I did was stand in the field playing with sticks. And soccer, I
Yeah.
think I
Yeah.
did soccer for about 2 weeks before I realized that it's just not for me. My legs don't work
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
I don't do well with
I
ball
mean,
sports.
who wants to run around a ball 24/7, right?
No, too much running.
Exactly. No, doesn't sound fun. So I stuck with gymnastics for a little while. For about 16-ish years, I competed for roughly, I want to say 8 of those years. God, y'all bring me back. I haven't thought of this stuff in a while. Um,
Bring the good memories back.
Yeah. What level were you
well,
in the last video? Was that like 10?
yeah, I was level 10.
Okay.
Um, it was sort of like an age thing. I had to be level 10 because I was a little too old. I think I was
Okay.
18 at that time, um, competing then, but I really just stuck with
You
it
got
because
some
it's
crazy skills in there though. I mean, and you
floor was my
connected a
best
bunch
bet.
of them too. Oh
Floor was
yeah.
my best by far. But yeah, I really just stuck with it just because it was what I was good at. I didn't have anything else that I really like enjoyed. And that was just
Yeah.
kind of like what I marginally enjoyed. So I was just like, yeah, I'll do this. And I was going to go to college to do it, but circumstances changed, forcing me to quit and pursue a life at A&M and start, coaching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And thank God for you, or I wouldn't have like half my skills, at least on P-bars.
hey, you had a pretty killer standing back that I don't know how you flipped that thing over. Like that,
Thank you.
you were flipping basically on a basis of prayer and miracles.
Yep.
That's
That's
exactly
how
what
I
it
do
was.
all of my stuff.
You are
Dude.
like super lucky, and I am super impressed with it.
Thank you, Chris. That means the world.
But so now what are you doing? So you're at A&M and you're coaching gymnastics at the TAMU gymnastics team a little bit, and then
Trying to.
you're also electrical engineer, is that right?
Yep, I am. I
Heck yeah.
try coaching at A&M at the try coaching the A&M gymnastics team, but this semester has kind of been like a little off for me just because I've been having some like wheelchair issues.
Oh
My
no.
Oh,
my
battery
battery,
died?
yeah, my battery has
Uh,
not been reliable, and the gym is about like a mile and a half drive from my house.
Yeah.
So once I did get a car though, and that helped
oh
it.
yes.
And then
Tell us
5 days
about the
ago,
car. I saw a video of
Yeah.
you driving.
We saw the video on Instagram. Please tell
yeah,
us how this car, the mechanism, how does it work?
How'd you
this
drive?
beast of a vehicle, this $200,000 van works. So
Oh my
Whoa.
gosh.
it's
It's like a
insane.
Lamborghini.
Yeah,
Yeah.
legitimately, yeah. It's more
It's a
expensive than a
Ferrari
Lamborghini.
van. Yeah.
Jesus. That's
So
awesome though.
the way it
How's it
works
work?
is I have kind of like a tri-pin on my left hand, and a flat wheel on my right hand, and then a button switch on my head, not like on my head, but like right next to it. And what I do is on my left hand, I will
Just
move
bang your head on
the.
the window.
Honestly, yeah, like, legitimately, that's what I do.
No way.
I give myself a little bit of brain damage. It's fine. Just in the end,
Yeah.
though, it's fine. Concussions are not forever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Just a part of the journey. So on my left hand, I use it for gas and brake. So if I push the joystick to the left, it'll brake, and then if I push it to the right, it'll accelerate. And then the flat wheel on my right side.
Steering for
Yep,
the flat wheel. Okay.
yep, that's
And
steering.
then what's the head? Is that like
That
blinkers or
one.
something?
So that one is blinkers. I have to count on my fingers how many things this is. It's like a sick little dance move, right?
Yeah.
Blinkers, horn, wipers. What else? Hazards, and there was one other thing, but I'm forgetting what it is.
This is all with your head?
Yep,
Dang.
it's
Wait,
got a
so
lot of
is
functions.
it how's the head one work? Because if you move like do you move it to the right or left or something? And if you
No,
do
so
that, then like okay, wait, yeah. What?
so what I do is I hit my head on it and I hold it down, and it'll say like what the function is. It'll like every second it'll switch to a new function, and
Oh, is
then
there so there's like a whole headpiece and you go like this?
Oh.
no, it's on. It's just one little button. It's not like a
Oh.
NASCAR helmet. No, that'd be sick as hell though.
Oh,
Oh, that would have been cool. Wait, so
I just have like a
it's just a
roll cage in
button.
my minivan.
And
just a roll.
oh, okay, wait. So you hit your head on the button and it activates. Is that what it
Yep,
is?
I hold it
Okay.
down and it
Okay.
activates.
You
And
okay.
the
That makes
longer I hold it, the more functions it'll do.
that is so
Got
sick.
you.
The things they're coming up with now for people is
Yeah,
amazing.
They
yeah.
better not stick no disc or something in my freaking head though, an implant. I don't
No,
want any of that.
but like I mean people ride dirt bikes paralyzed too, you know? When
Yep,
are you gonna
Corbin's trying
start
to get
doing
me on
that?
one.
Yeah, I am.
Yes,
I already
you
talked to
should,
Chris
dude.
about it.
You know how many Nitro Circus athletes? I think there's like two or three that are paralyzed or
But
something.
but not even like riding by himself. I was gonna strap him to me,
Yeah.
like in
Yeah,
seatbelts, and
it was
just
gonna
have
be
a
a
seatbelt
whole
all
a
around
whole
me.
big spooning session just on the back of
Yes,
a dirt bike.
Yes,
yes.
sir.
I'm gonna be
Yeah,
like
and
one of
now
those
that you can
babies in a
drive,
baby
just race.
carriers.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And I'll attach a button on your head, and you just tell me when you're about to fall off.
When I'm about to fall off, that's how.
Yeah,
No, I'll just
and
scream at the top of my
I'll just
lungs.
catch you,
I
or
think it'd
that.
be a lot easier just to yell at
Yeah,
that point.
Yeah.
yeah. I guess so. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, the only thing is, if I do get on a dirt bike with you, you have to
Hmm.
do a flip.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's required.
it's
It is.
required.
I
Okay.
have to. If I'm gonna
I
go
mean,
out, I'm
it
gonna go
doesn't
out in
matter. He's
style.
already in a wheelchair.
Exact
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
yeah. Like,
Go
what's
all
the
the
worst
way.
that can happen?
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude,
So, are you gonna get into a wheelchair like Wheels and see if you can drop down one of those huge ramps?
he should. You know, like the mega ramps? Wheels like
Yeah.
goes down the mega ramps and then just does a bunch of
Wait,
flips.
I know how we can do it. If you get into the chair, because like Wheels has like full motion of upper arms, but if you got into the chair, I could hold you in like the roller skis
Yeah.
or the roller skates, and
Just hold him
I'll
in the
just
back.
hold you all the way down until we jump the ramp.
Yep.
I just want to throw out there something real quick. Anytime Corbin says, "I know how we can do it," my heart drops a little bit and I get so excited.
That's a great idea, actually. If he dropped down with you on roller skates or
Yeah.
skis, held you in the wheelchair and go down, they do that with a wheelbarrow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a great idea. Why don't I just hold you like a cradle and throw you down the ramp?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be sick.
Yeah,
Honestly,
You should.
you're already in a wheelchair. What bad can happen?
Exactly. You'll just have fun.
you just
Yeah,
have fun.
Yeah. You won't feel anything if you get hurt anyway. You're good.
Yeah, you're good. Just
exactly.
just put a mouthpiece in because I don't want you to knock
Yeah.
out your teeth.
You're too pretty up here.
Yeah,
I just need face guard and that's it. Nothing
just a
else.
face guard.
Yes,
Oh
sir.
God, can you imagine the amount of people that would pay to see that?
Oh, I would.
Oh, I would pay just watch my own stuff.
Chris Cox is dropping in right now. Oh, $1 million.
Yep.
At,
Just saying.
at least 100.
Yeah. $100
At least
for sure.
$100.
I'd pay.
There would be so many frat guys there just to watch
There
that.
would. Yeah.
Joel.
Joel,
Yeah,
Joel would love to see
Joel's
that.
a frat guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this gonna be on the podcast?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you share it now?
There we go.
Oh, we don't.
So I
Oh,
was
we
searching,
can't see it. Okay.
and this is what
Oh my
popped up.
god.
Corbin, I
Dressed
think I
like
found
a
your next
baby.
Halloween costume.
Dude,
Yes,
I
sir.
feel like people in wheelchairs are good at Halloween, you know? They like
Well,
at first you see them, you're like, oh, they're in wheelchair, you know, what can they do? But then they pull that mask off. And they're the smartest, greatest people in the world, like Stephen Hawking, Christopher Reeve, like,
Stephen Hawking's
you
my
know,
next Halloween costume, actually.
heck yes. Go as Stephen Hawking. Just, I am Stephen Hawking.
Well, I already did
Oh,
Professor X
Did you?
last year.
oh, that's good.
I've
That's
done it.
good.
I did it actually at Raquel's birthday party, I think.
Oh, really? We might
Um,
have Raquel on coming
We
up
might
here
have
soon.
her on soon,
oh, that'd
hopefully.
be fun.
Yeah.
And then I went as a taxi driver. Actually, I don't know if you could see it just barely in the corner
Oh,
right above
I
my
remember
little hair
that.
thing right there. Is a little taxi. You remember that?
Oh
Oh
yes,
yeah, I
Good that you
remember
remember
that
because
remember
I
the
taxi.
don't remember
taxi.
that. It was
It was like your
another
ring
wild
dunk
night.
day.
A
Dude,
little bit worse.
yeah. That was an awesome costume though.
I loved it.
Thank you.
I
Thank you.
did. I liked it.
You were
Whenever I was
pulling
actually
hose.
what speaking of that, so whenever
Straight
I was
hose.
going home, back to my dorm, my PCA was walking me back into the uh, my dorm room, and we were outside, and all I hear is from like Northgate, which is like right by my dorm. I hear, "I want
Yeah.
to ride," because I had on the side of my chair a paper that said "free rides" on it.
Yeah,
Just this
I
group of
remember that.
girls yelling that they wanted a ride, and my PCA was like
Did you let him?
hurting me up. I couldn't. My PCA was like hurting me, like she was hurting cats. She was like, "Nope, nope, nope, we're going. Come on." I was like, "Damn, you missed opportunity."
Oh
Uh,
God.
which actually that brings us straight back to what we were talking about when I first met you was at that party at the pool.
Mhm.
And and we made like pyramid of those chairs.
The long chairs.
Yeah, those chairs at the pool chairs. I'm telling you, that was like 6 chairs high, and
Yep.
we were doing gainers off of the top chair
That was
into the
that
pool,
was so stupid.
and that pool was freezing too, dude. It was like the Arctic. It was so cold. But then
Yes.
I look up. I'm standing on the edge of the chair, and I'm about to do a gainer, which is terribly dangerous because those chairs could have felt pretty bad. but I look up and there Corbin is just speeding around the perimeter or the
I got
circumference
my
of
free
the
ride.
Yeah.
I got my free ride.
the perimeter of the pool, just going around and around with on the back of your wheelchair.
Yep.
I thought that was the funniest thing. Actually, we have a picture.
Oh yeah.
Pull up the
You have a
picture of
picture of it?
Corbin on the wheelchair.
Oh God.
Let's see it.
Well, I think it's from the
I think
picture day.
yeah, that one's from picture day, but this is what he was doing.
But
Let's see.
Chris, honestly, it amazes me. Oh my God.
Oh, I love it.
That's one of my most favorite things to do. That's my best transportation.
Yeah. I mean, it's way better than walking.
Heck yeah.
Yep. I always say I have 3 jobs. I'm a portable charger, I'm a cup holder, and I'm a free ride for my friends.
Heck yeah. That's awesome.
Mhm.
And you're a sweetheart, Chris.
Yeah.
You're a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Don't forget that.
You're too kind. I can kiss you right now.
Hey, but seriously,
That could
Chris,
be the
I
fourth
really,
thing,
I
free
really
kisses.
don't know how all 3 of us aren't in wheelchairs after that stunt with the freaking gainers off the chair.
We're just like jumping off like penguins, and I don't know how. Honestly, we should be dead.
I thought for sure
Yeah.
and the pool was shallow. I thought for sure I was gonna just land right on my tailbone and
You know those
Oh.
dang straps across the chairs too?
yeah, they kept
They keep
bending and
bending,
folding.
and we thought
Yep.
I thought I was gonna go straight through them, like 7 feet down. Just
Chris,
Yeah.
why do you let us do these things?
I had an extra wheelchair in my car, so I came prepared
he was prepared.
He was prepared.
just in
He was
case.
just yeah. We probably would have just screwed ourselves over, and then Chris would be rolling up. Hey, here's an
Yep.
extra
Here's
wheelchair.
another chair.
Come in with the stretcher I have in the back of my van, just
Yeah.
full on. I have like a mini ambulance on speed dial,
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
just
That's
prepared for
awesome,
these things.
dude.
Well, screw that. I'm putting you in the crappy wheelchair. I want the fast one. How fast
Wait.
did you say it can go? Like 20?
God, I wish. No.
Wait.
he's like I could get to
I
class.
thought you were an electrical engineer from A&M, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Okay,
Rig
so
something
Bring
up.
something up.
I'm learning about the most. I'm learning how materials conduct electricity right now, not how to like make wheelchairs speed off faster. If that was a class, trust me, I would have taken that. But
How to make
they,
wheelchairs fast.
Yeah.
yeah, they
Texas
don't
A&M.
teach that at A&M, unfortunately.
Dang,
I
there
have been
should be
looking
one.
for a way to change that though, to make there's like a speed cap on my chair. The one problem with it though is my back tires are literally just held on with one little hinge, and
Oh yeah.
if I go a little too fast, they're just gonna fly off. So
Oh no.
I don't think that'd be the best idea,
Dang.
personally.
There's got to be a way to like rig up the back tires though.
Yeah.
Probably they
Right?
have chairs that look like. Have you ever seen those like hands-free lawnmowers? The ones that are like lawnmower
Yeah.
Roombas, like those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
They
yeah, I've
basically
seen
look
those.
like that, except wheelchairs that
Dude,
are.
that's sick.
Oh yeah, they're super cool, but the wheels are so stable, almost like ATVs, basically. And the wheels are so
Dude.
stable that you can get up to like 15, 20 miles an hour on those things, like without
No
a problem.
way.
Yeah,
And you could probably take it off ramps and crap. Like little ramps.
probably.
That would be so
I
sick.
wouldn't trust that. You would
It would
get
probably be too
so many
expensive
more.
to do that. But but it would be fun.
If you can guess how much my chair cost, how much do you think?
Dude, I don't even want to know. It's
I'm
probably
like
way
15
too
grand.
15 grand? Is that your
say
final answer?
more than that. I'd
That's
say more than that.
that's my final
I'd say
answer.
80 grand. I'd say it's so
80?
much.
Is it?
Yeah. What is it?
It is $72,000.
Oh
I was right.
my god.
Biomedical engineer right here.
Oh
Wait, you're a
my
biomedical
god.
engineer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I work with concrete. Like, I don't have any math skills.
Actually, my girlfriend was just telling me that at her work, she works at Mayo Clinic. They have like trials for stem cells and like
Yep.
for the spinal cord. Did you ever
I was
think about
almost in
doing
one of
that?
those.
You were
Really?
okay. Heck
I
yeah.
was almost
What
in one of those.
happened?
So, oh God, what did happen? This was
What is
three.
that? Can you explain that to somebody as retarded as
Well,
I am?
stem cells, dude. It's like,
I don't know.
well, Chris will know.
I work with wood and concrete.
Basically the same thing, right? Just inject concrete in your
Yeah,
spinal cord. Yeah, it
Yeah,
fixes itself, right?
exactly.
Yeah, need a little
pretty
bit of
much.
rebar. That's it.
Exactly. Just I mean, I have scoliosis. That's what I'm gonna do. Put a little bit of rebar on my back.
Yeah, you're basically a doctor already.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See? I'm
Okay, so
somewhat
what
smart
what
sometimes.
what stem cells do though, at least the theory on their thinking, is stem cells are basically like a again, I'm not a doctor, so I'm probably going to explain this very poorly. Um, they're a type of like broken down cell that's just the very basic model of a cell that can turn into almost anything, essentially.
Yeah. They can
So the theory,
differentiate into any cell. So,
yeah. So the theory is that if you inject it into different spots and take the stem cells from different areas, like I think the one that they wanted to do for me was stem cells from stomach fat, um, and inject it straight into the spinal cord. The stem cells would
Stomach
build
fat. You don't
upon.
even have any fat.
That's what I was saying. I was like, how are you going to find any fat on me? Like, this is not going to work out. But they would have found a way somehow.
they would have found
Just
something.
force some Whataburger down my throat a couple days.
Oh,
Uh,
that's awesome.
the
So what ended up happening? Why didn't they get you into why didn't
so
why didn't
Why
they
didn't they
fix you?
fix you?
they
God dang
fixed me.
it. We just had a twin moment.
It's kind of creepy. Not gonna lie. So I, me and my dad found this trial. I don't know how, but him and I had to drive up from Texas to Minnesota, up where the like
Minnesota,
main,
Rochester, right?
I think so, um, where the main Mayo Clinic is,
Mhm.
to do like initial eval, um, see if I'm qualified for it, and we had to like rush there because it had to be before my 1 year mark of my injury, and
Oh wow.
we got it like right on the day, basically.
Wow.
Um, So we rushed up there, did the initial eval, and they're like, "Yeah, like you can be a part of the trial. This is great. You're going to be a great candidate." We go back home. Keep in mind, this is like a full on like 3 day drive. Like this takes a lot, right?
Yeah.
We go back home, and I want to say a month or two later, we go back to do another eval sort of thing, like a rehab eval, seeing my function now, so they can base it off of, or base if I gain anything off of what I have now. And then we drove back home, and then we went up one more time to do one more eval thing. And as we were doing it, um, I was talking to the guy that does all of the patient stuff, like finding the people, telling them what it is, that sort of stuff. And I'm like a month after my injury, I we heard of this crack doctor, someone that does
Oh
stem cells
god.
under the table. Like you have to
Oh
only
no.
pay in cash, like something super sketch, basically a back alley doctor.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And my dad, or my mom and dad, like told me like, hey, this would be a good thing. So I tried it. Didn't give me shit. Didn't do anything. It was just kind of like we went in for like 5 minutes. He stuck a little IV in me and pumped like 13,000 or 13 million tiny little cells from like baby embryos or something into me. I don't know.
Oh
It was
no.
something
Oh
weird.
man. Yeah.
Um, didn't do anything. But I brought that up to the guy that was doing the whole like recruitment stuff. He goes, "Ooh, that's actually an exclusion."
Oh my
And
Oh
God.
god.
yeah, so we went through this whole trouble of going back and forth from Texas to Minnesota 3 times. Almost got into this trial where they had like a lot of good potential. Like they had like one guy completely recover almost. Uh,
That's crazy.
just
Why
to
can't they do it if you had a previous like stem cell injection? Like wouldn't
It's
they
something
just
about like they don't know if there's a risk for like growing cancerous cells or some sort of like bad disease off of it. And if they're in the pre-trial phases, like they just got FDA approved, and somebody in their trial, like people found out that cancer was given to them from these stem cells, then it would shut the
They're at
whole thing
fault.
down, and they didn't want to risk it, which makes sense,
That's crazy.
right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it makes sense. It's just that's so unfortunate, you know.
Yeah,
But
it's crying over spilt milk, though. Well,
yeah,
So
spilt.
for the person that did recover, how are they 100% recovered, or did they get to like 70%, or how did that work?
Um, from what I heard last, which this was about like 3 years ago, he's walking. He was not as injured as I was. He had a little bit of leg movement,
Okay.
like a little bit of hand movement. He was
Oh,
just
okay, got you.
extremely weak everywhere. Like
mm,
the best way
Kind
I
of
can
like
explain
Scotty
it,
Kramer,
yeah,
where Scotty can walk and stuff, but it's like he can't like open his
like
hand.
fine movement.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly, right. But after the treatment, from what I heard, he can walk with a cane. He can use his fingers really well. He can do basic sort of like um, what's it called, urinary whatever stuff. Um, just he got a lot of the functions he didn't have back, but
Okay.
he was also a case in where he had a little bit of those functions.
Hmm. Do you still do like physical therapy and stuff? How's that coming along?
Yeah. Do you do it like every day, or is it like a couple times a week?
Well, I if you ask my parents, I have to do it every day, but no, I don't.
Oh,
I do it.
We're make sure they don't watch this video. It's
yeah,
okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, you're just gonna send it straight to them after this. Be like, your son's
yeah,
been lying to you.
Your son's lying.
yeah. Your son's a liar.
Uh, so I have a personal trainer that I use up at A&M because there's no like places of physical therapy or occupational therapy or anything up
Yeah.
here that would actually take me because I'm such like a rare case. So the personal trainer that I have, he's worked with people with spinal cord injuries. He's super cool. Love the guy. He's amazing. His name's Trevor. Um, and he just kind of lets me go into his gym whenever I want and work out. And I'm actually trying to, since I just got my car, well, had my car, after 5 days, it decided to break down on me. So now it's back in the
What?
shop.
Oh
Oh my
God.
goodness.
For a
Yeah.
for a $200,000 car, you'd think it'd work.
Yeah.
Right? No, it was, I'll go over this little story real quick. It was my ring day, and I was driving my car back from class, and I park, um, and I like try putting the car into park, but it would just shift to neutral. It wouldn't go into park. So I was like, oh crap, what's going on? I try like the four different things that could be wrong. Nothing works. So I call like the 20 guys that know how to fix my car, and all of them just kind of like
Yeah.
shrug their shoulders and they're like, sorry. So
Oh my God.
we had to basically break my car down um, to get me out because I was stuck in the car, um, and then call a tow truck to tow it back. But if I had my car, I would be like 5 times as buff right now because I was planning on going to the gym every day. Actually, like,
Yeah.
getting swole, right?
Yes, sir.
You look like a UFC fighter.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Call me Chris
You would
Bumstead over
be in
here.
the ring beating
Yeah.
up Jake Paul, not Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I could see
You
that.
call him
Freaking Chris.
Bumstead.
Jake Paul versus Chris Cox.
Yeah, what's he gonna do? Hit a disabled guy? He'd get canceled so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? That's
Yeah,
all you'd have to say. What are you gonna do? Hit me?
that'd be the
Hey,
easiest win of my
it's just
life.
like exactly. It's just like fighting Mike Tyson though. It's a lose-lose for him.
Yeah. Honestly, because if
I
he
mean,
beats up this old dude, that's a lose.
yeah, but if he beats up Chris, it's a lose, and if Chris beats him up, then he should just die, give up. Really, I mean,
That's
give up life at that point.
I think legally he has to become more disabled than me at that point if I beat him up.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like
exactly.
in the Constitution or something.
It's in the
Yeah.
exactly.
Hmm.
But dang, dude. You know, one thing I want to talk about is your TikTok.
Oh man,
Can you pull up
Yep.
that video?
we pulled that
Bring
video.
up that video.
So whose idea was this? Was this your idea or was this your sister's idea?
Started from the beginning. Yeah. Hit play. I like his smirk at the end. That's my favorite.
Chris, you have the best. If that was your idea, Chris, you have the best ideas ever.
I think whose idea was it? I think my sister sent it to me as like a haha funny, like making fun of me as she always does, sort of thing. And then I was
Yeah.
like, okay, we're doing this now because it. I'm
If you're
an
gonna make
instant
fun of
viral
me, we
machine.
might as well just do it.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
That is so funny. My favorite part though isn't what it says or anything. It's you at the end and you like just smirk.
Just the smirk.
It's so hilarious.
But your
yeah.
comment too was like, what did it say? It was like I was a gymnast once,
Yeah, I was a
or
gymnast.
I was
Technically, I
a
was a
Or
cheerleader
cheerleader.
once.
Technically,
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah.
Which is, it's not a
That
lie.
just
I
makes it
did do
better.
cheer. I did do cheer one time when I was 8 years old.
Oh,
How'd
so
that turn
from a
out?
young age, Chris was looking for the hose.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Hey,
Oh my
what can I say?
God.
My parents worked in a cheer gym, so I just had women all around me.
Oh, did
Oh
they really?
my
Couldn't get any of them,
gosh,
but I had them.
you lucky man.
Yeah.
It was kind of like
How was it?
you know the thing of like uh, a guy drowning in the ocean but dying of thirst first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That it was like that for me.
Oh my-
Because
There's
like
the whole freaking ocean. Yeah.
there was all of the girls there, but I just couldn't get any.
Yeah. You
oh,
know what? Corbin was like that too. He took a yoga class,
Yeah,
or
he's still
what
like
was it?
that.
A
oh God.
tumbling class or
I
something?
took a tumbling class. There,
How'd
there
that
was a
go?
lot of fine girls, and I don't think I got a single one.
That's how it goes. You can never get with any of them that you're gonna like see on the daily almost.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Hmm.
it's just you just stare at them. It's just a nice image.
Just yeah. Nice to meet you. Can't do anything.
Nice to
Sorry.
meet you.
Yep.
You're a
Shake
good
hands and
view,
then move
but
on with your day. But those TikToks, I did have another one that didn't go as viral, but it was actually my idea. That one was my idea. Basically, my
I
sister ran
have
up and
seen that one.
you have
Yeah.
you seen it, Kevin?
No, I haven't seen it. What
So
was it?
my sister runs up to me, slaps me on the shoulder, and says "tag," and then runs off. And then the next clip is of her standing on like a bed or like above some stairs, and then me just staring at her.
Oh my God. That's
I
awesome.
don't know why that one didn't go as far as the other one did.
Dude, no way.
It was. I
I
thought it
haven't
was
seen that.
funny. Yeah,
That's awesome.
it's good.
If it
I'll
were
show you
stairs, it would have
after.
been better. Y'all should make some TikToks. I feel like y'all make some good TikToks.
Dude, yeah.
I tried on my Pepper thing, Corbin Pepper Myers or whatever. I tried, Chris, but it's hard.
Mm,
The only one that went anywhere was Cayman slamming his head on the bar.
yeah.
Just do that over and over again. Slam your
Yeah,
head
people like
on so many
disabled
different
people. I
things.
don't know what it is.
I
Yeah,
swear.
Yeah.
It's like an
I swear
instant
to
viral
God.
machine.
Yeah.
yeah,
Anyone who gets disabled, it's like, there you go.
It's
or
free
or
money.
almost gets disabled
Yeah.
at least.
Disabled for half a second.
Yeah, people like brain injuries, I guess,
Yeah, that's what it
or
is.
neck injuries.
Spinal cord.
Yeah,
People just like injuries. You ever seen Instagram
Yeah.
Reels? How it's like half of the videos are just car crashes.
Just
yeah, of
fails.
people dying, of
Yeah,
literally people dying.
The
it's
fail reel.
it's the wild west of short form internet. Like
Yeah,
I don't understand how that stuff is legal. First of all, um,
Yeah.
most
and
of them are
second of all,
from
how people
Russia
watch it.
though,
Do what?
because Russia they require don't they require like a dash cam,
Oh yeah.
and so most of them are like from Russia, and it's just people getting slammed by buses.
Just a whole bunch of
Oh,
suka over and over again.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I wanted to ask you before we end the podcast, because it's almost close to time, what's your goal? Like, what's your long-term, short-term goals?
This kind of feels like an interview where you're like, "Where do you see yourself in 5 years, good sir?"
Where do
Yeah.
you see yourself in
Chris,
5
where do
years?
you see yourself in 5 years?
Are you gonna be the first wheelchair stripper?
Will you be Stephen Hawking?
That was a little
Yes,
far,
yes
man.
to Corbin, no to Cayman. So
Dang it. Not smart enough.
I my dad always likes to say like I need like a 5 year plan and like a 10 year plan, like a 20 year plan. I have a 2 day plan pretty much as of right now.
Hey, me
Uh,
too, man. Me
Living
too.
day to day.
Living in the present.
yeah, I know what homework I need to get done, and that's about it so far.
Yeah.
But I think my long term goal, I really want to with electrical engineering. What I'm trying to do is I want to get into the um, like the medical industry, the medical side of stuff like that. I really like found a love for making different sorts of accessible devices or things like. Have you ever seen people that have limb loss and they have like these super cool like robotic hands,
Yes.
Yeah.
something like
Yeah,
that?
those prosthetic hands are crazy
Well,
nowadays.
Yeah,
y'all
Dude.
should get together, biomedical engineering
Yeah.
and
Dude, let's
electrical, and
meet up,
put
make
it
a
all
company.
together
yeah.
and
Let's
fix
do it.
people
Just
up
make a company right now.
Yeah, let's do it.
right now.
That would be
Yeah,
so sick. And then,
LLC is what, $100 or so?
yeah,
Go for
yeah.
it.
I think I have about half that in my bank account. We can do it.
yeah,
Yeah,
we
exactly.
got it.
He spent all his money on a car.
We spent all the money on the camera.
Yeah, and on this camera, on
Yeah,
this
it's not
microphone.
even good.
I still sound like crap,
Yeah.
muffled.
It's okay. You'll make money off of
No,
this
but that would
podcast.
be so sick. Like the prosthetic industry is going wild right now too.
Hmm.
They have so many cool things, and I've seen those. Basically, it's just another hand. Like it's just a robot. Like
Yeah.
you can just control it. It's perfect.
Yeah,
You
and the
know?
things that they're working on right now is integrating touch haptics to it as well, to where you connect the like residual nerves to like wires that connect to the fingertips. So you'd be able to actually
That's
feel
absolutely insane.
if the prosthetic hand is
Actually,
grabbing something hard or soft.
that is
Wow.
insane.
Yep. And I still
Technology has come so far.
Here, I have a question for you, Chris. Will robots take over?
Yeah.
ultimately yes, we will take over. Me and
Great
ChatGPT are
answer.
good buddies. We will take over eventually.
Heck yeah.
That's beautiful.
He will rule the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always thought it was that guy in Africa with the stick, but it's actually gonna be Chris.
Yeah.
Chris with his head
Have
button
you
on
have you
on
ever
the car.
seen those like people in Africa or whatever with like the one stick on YouTube just like making houses and crap?
Yep. Uh-huh.
That
It's just
those
eventually
people.
build an Apache helicopter, just takes over.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Uh-huh. No. Yeah, once I get Neuralink, it's all over for you fuckers.
Dude.
It's all
Yeah.
done. I'm gonna be
Could you
turning your
imagine
lights
Chris
on
with
and
the
off.
early? Yeah. You'd
Good.
create a whole blackout.
The power
The
grid is
entire world
mine.
would go black. Yeah.
Good as mine.
Awesome. Dude.
Hey, just tell me when the aliens come in, because there's got to be at least a couple fine ones.
Yeah.
I'm looking for them.
I mean, if your type's green people with bug eyes, go for it.
Hey,
Yeah, dude, those praying mantis.
I feel like
man, they're
Corbin's the kind
looking
of guy that's
fine.
like, "Hey, game is game."
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, man.
He'll take anything with a hole.
You
Oh
just see,
God, I don't know about all that.
you just see a
'Cause that
tree
would
with two
include
lumps on
men
it, and you're
too.
like,
So
Yeah. Man. Well, I think that's almost about time before we get cut off on Zoom again. It
"Sweet."
was a pleasure speaking with you, Chris. You're always the funniest, coolest dude out there. And
thank you
Thank
for
you.
being an
thank you.
inspiration to all of us.
Yes, you're a
Thank
great
you.
inspiration.
Thanks. And
So,
it was fun being on this. I enjoyed talking to y'all, and
Heck
answering some
yeah.
questions and just
We'll have to do it again
chatting.
sometime.
Yeah, it
Part
was
two,
fun.